Hey. Okay. Y'all know I try to give us the best lighting we can get. Oh my Jesus. This window is such a hater. That's what it is. The window, guys. It's the window. Hello, hello. I am Cornisha. I am a life coach, a business mentor, and today I'm going to teach the steps of starting a business from scratch and actually composing a process based on skill sets you offer as of today. This lighting is so trash. The sun is shining really bright, which is counteracting my ring light. But today I'm walking you guys through the process of starting your business from scratch using your current skill sets. Using your current skill sets. I may have to record this video. Oh my Jesus. Okay, that's better. All right. Hello, hello. So sorry about that. Maybe I should have got the lighting together first. I thought it would have been an easy setup because yesterday was an easy setup. But that's the life of a real-time entrepreneur. I don't fake it for you guys. I don't do edits. I like for you guys to see real life content, and I like for you guys to see my growth because that's important. That's really important. Sometimes in our entrepreneurship journeys, we share the glory too often, and it confuses the aspiring entrepreneurs, or it misleads them maybe. It gives them the impression that it's amazing 24/7, and that is not the case. So I'm going to get into it. Today is off the top of my head. Excuse me. I definitely have notes. And I'm sorry, I don't have notes. It's off the top of my head. But this is an area that I'm skilled in. It's an area that I coach my clients through as far as starting a business from scratch. I'm sorry, y'all saw me cough, so I want to make sure I clean my hands. And I have hand sanitizer tangible at my desk. So I like to stay tidy. I still have my office etiquette from working in corporate. So that actually was a blessing for me. So starting a business from scratch with no idea of what to offer. For this is embarrassing. Me and this cough, but I'm a sinus girl, so because of that, it's spring and I'm in the Midwest, so my sinuses are a mess. Let's just call it what it is. However, starting a business from scratch, not knowing what to offer, that's more common than we think. Honestly, it's so much more common than we think. Not many people are. Not many people choose. People have their different choice of transparency, so that's all it is. So maybe they're not as willing to talk about it, about the behind the scenes, what really goes on. So in that, truthfully, okay, this is probably better. So in that, it's really, really common. It's really common and it's okay. However, I want to reassure you guys, if you've been able to maintain a job in the workforce, if you've been able to maintain a job in corporate America, if no matter what you've been able to sustain, it may not have been easy, but you've made it. Working these jobs, doing what they want to do, changing the way you operate, the way you manage, the way you flow on the cuff because they roll out new rules and new guidelines and implementations. You know how the corporate job goes. So because of that, it's so much more common than we think, y'all. It is. So starting from scratch, think about what you've offered in corporate America. Think about what your what's been that thing that qualified you differently from the other workers? What's been that thing that qualified you differently from your peers? That's your gift. Figure out how to package that. So for me, my thing, I have a couple things, honestly. I have a couple things. For myself, I was always willing to outwork the rest. I was always competitive. I was always willing to find a way to show that I'm dedicated, I'm a hard worker, and I'm more than willing to do what's required to get the job done. Okay? That's always been me. So, because and then look, I find the proper lighting. Ain't that something? That's honestly, that shows the work of the devil and the glory of God, because at the end of the day, what's for you is for you. Honestly, what's for you is for you. So I was able to outwork the rest. That came easy to me. I was competitive when it come to my work ethic because I knew I didn't want to go to college. So I knew work was my only option. So I got competitive in that thing. And that's what kept me. That's what isolated me when it came to my coworkers. So what else? What else? That was a competitive advantage for me. What was another one? Being in management. That's what it was. Being in management. Y'all, I had to think. Being in management is what qualified me for doing this in entrepreneurship, because I've managed people, I've managed accounts, and I've managed the back end of running a business, all for consecutively over 2 year time frames. Some were 2 years, some were 3 years. I know like minimal staff managing was like a year and a half, and that was more so in handling the team, handling the team events, the meetings and things like that. It was different, all had different roles. However, they all contributed to me having a home-based business structured to exceed over $4,000 a month in profit. And that's really clear. Let's make that clear. Not just a home-based business, but a home-based business structured to exceed $4,000 in profit. So yeah, we're starting with our expenses, and then we're going to get the revenue. But outside of all of that, you want to make sure you're actually making money and you're not just breaking even. So I do that for my clients. However, doing that in corporate America is what equipped me for that. Being a life coach is what equipped me for curating a lot of these processes that I already were experienced in. Okay, so it's a community of things. Honestly, it's a community of things working collectively to get me this one result. So when it comes to your skill set, I know that was loaded, but when it comes to your skill set, it's important to know how to dissect it. How to dissect it. So, what's that thing you've offered? Were you always the person that did the execution? You got the job done, whether it was handling people, accounts, a job duty, a project, marketing, whatever that was. Maybe you were in retail. It doesn't matter. However, even retail experience, you can take and package and offer someone else. If you worked in retail, you can help out these boutique owners. You can help out these boutique owners. You can help out the product based businesses because they have to operate their warehouses. So I'm telling you, it's more than one way to do anything. It's just about not being distracted in this world filled with distractions. That's what it's about. That's my answer. That's what it's about. Not being distracted in a world full of distractions, because the distractions are there. The distractions are always going to be there. As my life coach shares often, life is going to be life. So it's up to us to support ourselves and understanding that, and support ourselves in being able to be flexible and maneuver when life gets to doing what it does. What does that mean? Building that flexibility in your life could be creating a saving 20% of a paycheck, regardless of what that makes you live without. Because let's say this, get a promotion at work, you spend your promotion, your new raise, you spend that. You spend that. Oh, you go get a new bill, a new car, a new something. So that counteracts the promotion right there. However, had you, instead of getting that car, save that money, you'd have a chunk of money to invest at the end of the year, a chunk of money to start a business, or a chunk of money to give yourself a break from work so that you can take some time for yourself, take some time for your purpose, your dreams, your goals. Those matter. Those matter and those count. And there are folks in this world, the ones that make the hard decisions and regardless of the outcome, and the ones that choose to just stay with what's comfortable. However, in entrepreneurship, that's the glory. That's the glory. We choose choice. So in choosing choice, you have to be willing to sacrifice. You do. So you got to sacrifice not only the money, sacrifice some time. If you're a parent, if you're a student, I understand the responsibility. I was in management operating an office of about 200 accounts. The accounts were worth about $300,000 collectively, and I had to manage the front, back, and operational end of this business. I had monthly audits that I had to pass in order to maintain my position. And it was a blessing, but it was a huge responsibility. And I don't have children, so I can equate that to parenting, so to speak, because the responsibilities don't stop. And as far ahead as you think you are, there's always something else to do. Am I right? Am I right? I'm sure with parenting, you can have the doctor's appointments planned, the outfits, the schedule. You can have it all planned out, but it's always something next. So in that's how I equate my experience to parenting. And I hope you guys agree with that. I hope that wasn't out of place or misplaced, rather. I hope that wasn't a misplaced statement. I'm sorry, y'all. My back hurts a little bit, so I have to straighten my posture. But also skill sets. What else? When it comes to your skill set, what systems and processes were you able to get results from? Maybe you were a manager. You know the systems and processes for managing a small team versus managing a big team. And maybe you can do some market research and see where that expertise fits into a certain market of your liking. Honestly, managing can obviously apply to a lot of industries. So which industry it could apply to a coaching industry? So sorry, y'all. I have a 3:15 alarm just to give me a break throughout the day. That's like my reminder to take a lunch. Excuse me. I'm the type that loves my work. So because of that, I sit in this office. I get up at 7 and I go to bed at 11. I take maybe 3 full hour breaks, but in those hour breaks, those aren't breaks. I'm CEOing of home, taking care of the dog, doing laundry, preparing dinner, cleaning, So they aren't real breaks, but I love my lifestyle. I love what I do. And a year ago today, I could not do this. A year ago today, I was literally working that corporate job 6 days a week. 9-hour days. Saturdays were 10 to 2, but I had to physically go to work. So because of that, it wasn't an off day by far. So just being able to CEO home and work from home and have a dog, because I didn't have a dog a year ago today. So that's just throwing in a little perk of sitting and identifying my skill set. I could have stayed in the workforce. Just a little tea, y'all. I could have stayed in the workforce, but I didn't because that wasn't my calling in the first place. It was a blessing that fell into my lap. And I'm a firm believer of honor your blessings because you don't know the next time that one will roll around. So I honored it. However, that chapter closed. So because of that, let it stay closed. It is what it is. I'd already had my life coaching certification, but my experience was in business operations, front end, back end, and like I say, operations with a solo team because it was just myself. So, because that's my experience, coaching, business, packaged them. Here I am. So in that, I encourage you guys do the same. Prime example. I have a lot of family I know who've worked. All of my family have worked corporate jobs. Nobody has started and maintained a business as their means of living. No one's done that. So because of that, they all have bomb skill sets that if they wanted to, they could say deuces to that job, package those skill sets, and be on their way to entrepreneurship as well. But that's if they want it. They don't want it. So that's absolutely okay as well. But it's important for us to make that clear. When we're entrepreneurs, we have to be real intentional about not disregarding the folks of opposite decision making. Okay. That don't make them less than us. They're equal and they're equally as needed, equally as necessary. So because of that, we got to be real intentional about watching our tones. So in that, it's okay that they don't want to do that. However, the moment they want to, they know to call me because I got them. So in that, think about that skill set. Think about it. If you worked a job and you worked in retail, I say you can help boutique owners. If you worked, what else? Auto. For my men, let me take care of the men real quick. The mechanics, start your own business. Teach some folks how to be a mechanic and teach some folks how you start and operate your business. That's 3 business ventures. Create a book that could be your 4th. What else? Man, the painters, the ones that refurbish homes. Oh my God. Like, y'all can make a killing. Y'all can make a killing. You can have the offer of doing someone's home. You can record yourself doing it in a step-by-step teaching manner. Teach it as like a online course where they obviously have to go get their own supplies, but they learn how to do it and you teach them that skill set. You can do that. Of course, we want to confirm the demand on these things, but these are ideas just to get you guys started. I don't want to tell you, find your skill set, find your skill set. I want to walk you through the process of, I've done this. How can I package it? How can I offer it? You know? So, y'all, I'm sorry. My nose is running. I'm closing this camera. 2 seconds. Real quick commercial break. If you need to use the bathroom, get some water, go and do it. We gonna take just a minute and I'll be right back. All right. I am still here. I did not get up at all whatsoever. I have tissue at my desk. I just don't want you guys seeing me clean my nose. Honestly, I just don't want you guys seeing me clean my nose. I have something to drink real quick. Okay. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I didn't even turn the mic off. Like, I was literally just cleaning my nose. So, skill set, packaging, unpackaging your skill set so you can see what you offer. Housekeeping. Let me go down the list of the folks I work with. I was taking care of the men though. Let's go back to the men. Let's go in order now. So the men, lawn care. I know that's something that's really common. If you want to do lawn care, That's cool, but that's a service-based business. So I would strongly suggest you first, before you consider it, find a team of folks who's willing to do the work for you so you can streamline this. You want to lead this. You want to be the CEO. You don't want to be stuck cutting grass all day, because that's not going to get you to $150,000 in a year, And that's what I specialize in with my clients. So because of that, we have to shift our perspective to match our goals. So if you want to cut grass, cut grass. If you want to do lawn care, add in the landscaping, and you really in there. So you can do that, like the curb appeal type of landscaping. You can do that. But in the event that you want to get to $150,000, you want a home-based business, you need to find contractors to actually cut the grass for you. And that could be hard, could be easy, depending on your location, but it could be done. Okay. I'm your coach. I'm going to tell you the truth. You can do it. You just got to do it. Okay. So with the men, also getting a dealer's license. Oh my Jesus. Now this is something I should have said first. For my man, get a dealer's license. These auctions, getting in the auto industry, that's what the gag is. That's what some of my experience is in as well, auto industry. Just on the management, buy and sell and loaning on a car type thing, just on a whole different scale. But in that, truly, get a dealer's license. It's what, $200-$300 depending on where you are. You get the license, you maintain the license, so that could be a couple $100s a year. So what? A car, we could go get a minimal $10,000-$15,000 car. Get you a $5,000 car. Let's say you got a credit line with a $10,000 credit limit. Go get you a $7,000 car, fix it up. You could go get the bare minimum and fix it up, sell it, and boom. You could do that. You can, with a dealer's license. How else can you do it? Like I say, a car salesman, that's lit. You can do it independently and just market it on Facebook. You can do the dealer's license and just help folks get a better deal on a car, and you get your cut. So how they go to a what's the word? Buy here, pay here, like not like a leasing. I don't know if that's considered. Okay, listen. They could go to like a full dealer, or they could go to like the little rinky-dink dealers, like the buy here, pay here's. And if they go there, okay, they would spend more money if they go there versus if they go with you. They'll have the $5,000. You get the extra $1,000, and boom, they paid less than $10,000, which is what they would have paid at that dealer, and the car would have still had issues. The car would have had issues, okay? So that's for my men, t-shirt companies, photography, whatever it is you're skilled in. It's about figuring out what your work experience has been. For my men, last thing, if you're in a factory job, you know operations more than you think. If you know how to put stuff together, you know operations way more than you think. It's all about curating. Do I know a step-by-step process of how to do this? Is there enough people that don't know this skill that could support me doing this long term? That's it. Case closed. End of story. I'm done. So sorry. Ooh, that was good. What else? Excuse me. After this video, I'm definitely okay, y'all. I've probably been screaming and hollering. I've had my AirPod in this whole time. And I've probably just screamed and yelled y'all away. That's why my little viewer went away, but it's okay. Because a year from now, 2 years from now, when y'all are watching the replay, y'all gonna be in the comments talking y'all stuff. We gonna be talking our stuff about me together, okay? So it's all right. But truly, at the end of the day, packaging your skill set, because you have to sit and think about what you offer. Sit and think about what you can offer. Next, do the market research. See if there's enough demand for that offer. If there's enough demand for you to package it and sustain a certain amount of money in a year to support your lifestyle, then do it. The amount I shoot for, $150,000. The amount my clients shoot for, $150,000 minimum. Minimum. So because of that, you can do it. It's just you got to weed out the distractions. You can't tell nobody. If you tell somebody, it's not going to go the way you want. I can't tell you how it's going to go, but it may not go the way you want. So because of that, I'd suggest keep it to yourself. Sit on it, pray on it, think about it, write about it. What do I know? What can I offer? That's it. What do I know? What can I offer? You think about that. You curate answers to that. You got a business, boo. You got a business. You got a business. It's real. You can do it. It's just up to us knowing that and putting ourselves in spaces that can help us start and sustain the energy, momentum, mindset, and commitment to actually get to the other side, get the abundance, get the glory, and get the lifestyle of having a home-based business, making over $4K a month, so we can actually surpass our goals. Okay, so I love you guys. I'm gonna try to keep this video under 30 minutes. If you guys are not familiar with me, definitely find me on Instagram at _Cornisha J. You can find me on Facebook at I can't even tell you. But you can also find me at my website, learn.conducivecoachingacademy.com. And at that website, you can get access to business tools, life coaching tools, and we're in this thing together. As I always say, I do it for you guys. I do it for me. I do this for us. And until tomorrow at the latest, I'll catch y'all later. You have a good day. Enjoy your Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.